People call me Jimmy. I used to be a single parent. In the spring of 2020, I lost everything to the pandemic. The job, the car, the house, and then I lost the kids. I was broken and couldn't cope, and I spiraled deep into addiction. I ended up homeless on the streets of Atlanta, and in an attempt to escape all my shame and guilt, I started using any substance that would help me forget my failures. I ended up in jail. Upon my release, I dove back into alcoholism, but I headed 50 miles north to be near my kids. I set up a base camp nearby in the woods just so they know I didn't abandon them. And then something amazing happened. I got sober. I built a dugout cabin on state land with 225 logs, a backpack saw, a machete, a hammer, and a few nails. I gathered, scavenged, and repurposed junk that I found on the side of the highways and in the woods to make some sort of suitable living space for survival. Herein would play out the next 2 years of my life in this cabin, where I would go on a healing journey. Dealing with childhood trauma, psychological dysfunction, I would seek out divine healing. I went through periods of mental anguish and extreme darkness, but then times of emotional freedom and joy. I had a spiritual awakening. I dove into meditation and prayer, shadow work, and breath work. I relentlessly set out to connect with God in a way that I never had before, be free of my demons, and be set on a path of purpose. Still isolated in the woods, I started doing TikTok lives and met the most amazing people who became my family. They helped me get to 10,000 followers. They wanted to get me out of homelessness in the woods, so they started encouraging me and backing me financially. With my newfound freedom from addiction and traumas, together we started a support family that helps those who are suffering. And then that glorious day came. They got me into an RV and a motorcycle. They sent me out into the world on the quest for a job and financial stability. But all was cut short. After 6 months of being rejected in interviews, I realized that I had let an existing condition go way too long. I was diagnosed with an extremely large lipoma in a very difficult place. I was told that it had to be removed immediately. And what do you know, the video documentary I made of the journey, it went viral. I had my TikTok family and tens of thousands of people praying for me all over the world. The doctor and hospital team were amazing from beginning to end. The surgery was a complete success. And here I am on the mend and healing, and with an old friend that has swooped in and offered me a job in his company when I'm well. Pretty much can say at this point, guys, we made it. To anyone that's helped me in any way along the way, whether it been encouragement or prayer, gifts or financial support, I want to let you know, from the bottom of my heart to the end of my days, I will be truly grateful. Thank you.